Tactical Gear. IDO Tactical has it all. Police gear, security gear, military gear, and much more. IDO Tactical is open Monday through Saturday from 10 a.m. till 5 p.m. on West Sahara at Torrey Pines behind Green Valley Grocery.
Everyone knows that even good people fall on hard times. Your credit cards get maxed out, and you get behind on your taxes. Unfortunately, the IRS is not as understanding, and they won't stop until they collect. They have the power to take your paycheck, freeze your bank accounts. Even your home or business could be at risk. It's simply not worth it to take on the IRS by yourself. You need to call the experts at Optima Tax Relief. When you call, be sure to ask about the Fresh Start Initiative. It's a special IRS tax debt assistance program that could save you thousands, even tens of thousands. Optima will immediately provide you with a team of professionals who could protect you from the IRS, ensuring that you get the best possible outcome. The Better Business Bureau has awarded them an A+ rating, and you will too. So put the hard times behind you and call Optima today for a free consultation.
Call 800-375-2922. 800-375-2922. 800-375-2922.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Okay, here's the deal. You're a freelancer, a hired hand, a self-made, self-owned business of one. Whether you're a contractor, creative director, or consultant, you're the boss. And that makes things easy. Unless, of course, you're trying to get a mortgage. When it comes to qualifying for a cash-out refi, gig economy workers come with more obstacles, more complexities, and more stress, right? Wrong. Dial 855-875-CASH, and one of our cash-out mortgage specialists will help you qualify for the lowest interest loan possible, regardless of your source of income. It's the easiest call you'll make all day. That's 855-875-CASH. Make the cash call today. First Mortgages, Impact Mortgage Group, DBA Cash Call Mortgage, 19500 Jamboree Road, Irvine, California, 92612, NMLS 128231. Equal housing lender, not licensed in all states, including New York. Call 855-657-9910 for licensing terms and restrictions. Again, that's 855-875-CASH. Make the cash call today.
Message and data rates may apply. Individual results may vary. See website for details.
But hey, I'm buying a huge flat screen TV so I can finally see it without my glasses.
Why not just get LASIK at the LASIK Vision Institute? That's what I'm doing.
My glasses and contacts are a pain. I'd love to finally get rid of these, but who can afford LASIK?
You can. Because the LASIK Vision Institute is offering dramatically low prices, as low as $220 per eye with an absolutely free consultation. Text START to 350350. The LASIK Vision Institute has already performed over 1 million procedures. They use advanced FDA-approved LASIK technology that helps the majority of patients achieve 20/20 vision for a fraction of what others charge. Better vision, better value. The LASIK Vision Institute. Make this the year you finally get LASIK for as low as $220 per eye. Text START to 350350. You'll see for free if LASIK is right for you. That's START to 350350.
If you have hard water, the lime scale not only leaves white spots, it clogs pipes and breaks down appliances, costing you hundreds of dollars in energy and wear. Eliminate lime scale and other water issues like brown staining, bad odors, and lead with HydroCare water products available from Wave Home Solutions. Wave's affordable systems don't use salts or chemicals. You'll love the way your water tastes, smells, and looks. Satisfaction guaranteed. For more information, go to goodclearwater.com. That's goodclearwater.com.
Hey, it's JT the Brick. I'm a New Yorker. I know great pizza. Grimaldi's has the best pizza I've ever had. Only at Grimaldi's can you get their famous New York-style coal-fire brick oven pizza. It's the only pizza my family and I ever eat. Check it out, Grimaldi's.
Yes, Air Conditioning and Plumbing. Keeping you cool in the summer, warm in the winter, and available anytime your plumbing won't go with the flow. Schedule your heating or plumbing checkup. 888-4937. 888-4937. Or go to theyesmancan.com. License 7233 and 71246.
Hello, friends. This is Thomas Johnson from Joe's Seafood Prime Steak and Stone Crab. Need a great idea for lunch or dinner? Your best bet is Joe's, one of the most popular dining destinations on the Strip. Joe's provides the ideal setting for private parties with accommodations for up to 150 guests. Stop by to see us at the Forum Shops at Caesars and ask for Thomas Johnson, your maitre d'.
Time's running out. Okay, I mean, if it's somebody you I got to get this person something good. Okay, you can't just run into a store and get some whatever. Because it's somebody you want to give something really good for Christmas. Problem solved. Get him a Joe's gift card. Get her a Joe's gift card. They're going to love it. 702-792-9222 is the phone number. You can get those gift cards in any denomination. And by the way, that's the number you also use for reservations. And tell them that I provided the great idea. I want some credit here, too. All right? Yeah.
Get you a gift card.
Yeah. Well,
is that what you're angling for here?
If anybody's looking for to buy me a gift for Christmas, there you go. I'm going to be real happy, okay? All right. It is time for us to bring aboard. Wait a minute. Before we get to Kelly, our Joe's Angle of the Day. What did Ralph Michael send us?
It is a simple NBA system. Since 2013, an away favorite of -7 or higher.
Okay. Big chalk.
Big road chalk. And the road chalk has to be off a loss, and the home team has to be off a win.
Okay.
That's it. That's the system. 29-12, 70.7% since 2013. Tonight, 2 games fall into that system.
So how unusual is that? I mean, when you're talking like 6 to 7 years here, and there's only been 42 plays, now you get 2 in one night.
Here it is. Milwaukee off a loss at Indiana. They're at Cleveland tonight. Golden State is off a loss to Toronto at Sacramento tonight. So the system says take Milwaukee and Golden State off of their losses. You're supposed to go at least 2-0 ATS.
Time for the Inside Scoop with Kelly Stewart. Kelly in Vegas, she joins us right now. She joins us every Friday, and she'll be back in the studio at some point after the contests are done. You are a little bit busy with the proxy services on Friday, so that's why you can't make it in person, right, Kelly?
Well, the proxy service on Friday, I'm doing some really great stuff with CBS Sports HQ, Wager Talk, and so as much as I love to come hang out with you and Teddy, for some reason that 2 o'clock on Friday is just monstrous for me with the traffic and everything else. So it's easier to do the phone, but yes, here shortly I will be back in studio.
All right, Inside Scoop time, because we're getting a lot of movement on the Saturday Bulls now. Yeah, it was quiet for a while, but now we're starting to see some stuff going on. And you talk to all the key sportsbook people around town on a regular basis. What are we looking at as far as respected money and things like that?
You know, I talked to John Murray 10 minutes before you guys called me because I wanted to kind of get some of the updated stuff. And they told me Georgia Southern was their sharpest game. And I was a little surprised here. I get it. Georgia Southern looks like the better team on paper. And I think Chad Lunsford has done a really good job. But there was just something about this where it had me leaning towards Eastern Michigan. And these are the same sharp groups that all season long, the videos I did with Wager Talk, where I interviewed John Murray, and I think the worst week we had was 3-2. So pretty respected there. And I think even at 2.5, obviously they bet it. Others followed suit. But, man, I was looking at Eastern Michigan. I'm glad I hadn't played it yet.
Yeah, there's been under money in that game as well. You know, that line open, Georgia Southern open pick in a lot of spots, and they're now a 3-point chalk. And the total's gone from 48 in a lot of places to as low as, I'm seeing 45s at many books, 44.5s even at one prominent offshore.
Yeah, I mean, again, that's a big group they respect, and so it's awesome that he shares it with us. And I think out of all of the games he gave this year, only 1 or 2 really hurt because obviously they're not giving it out right as the sharp guys are playing it. We're getting it delayed, so we're not getting the best of the number. But I want to say the Iowa game and maybe one more we kind of got hurt on.
I know one thing the books don't like is when the sharps and the public come in on the same side. And that looks like what's taking place. Not looks like. It is what's taking place in the Las Vegas Bowl. They can't even get a bet on Arizona State right now. It is a flood of Fresno money.
Yeah, I mean, Jeff Teford is a monster. 18-6-2 against the spread. Dave, I'm looking at this Fresno State team that I think has had a really great season, not only against the spread, but they had a really good shot to be undefeated. They had that really weird loss to Minnesota, and then I had Boise State catching a couple points at home on the blue turf, and they were down 17-3. I thought I was pretty much shot. Only way I can look at this one. Yeah, the only way I can look at this one is Fresno State.
You were. I mean, I wasn't involved in that game, but I was watching it, and that was the first Fresno-Boise game, not the playoff game. Fresno was one play away from breaking that game wide open, and they just didn't make it, and then Boise figured things out in the fourth quarter. But no, this Fresno team's legit, and we talked about this earlier. Arizona State is missing their best player. He's their best player is heading to the NFL, and
I can't pronounce his first name, but his last name's Harry.
Nikhil. Yes.
I want to call him Inkiel, and that's not correct.
No, well, you'll hear it a lot next year in the NFL because he's going to be a first-round pick.
He sure will. Just breaking news right now on a game we just talked about for the angle of the day, in Milwaukee, Chris Middleton has been announced as out for tonight. So the money is coming on Cleveland. So if you want to bet the Bucks, you'll get a cheaper price to lay than you would have a few moments ago.
Back to balls.
Yeah. Sorry, I thought it was just we just talked about it, and it just popped up on my screen. So I wanted to share it with our listeners who may not have a screen popping up in front of them. College football bowls for tomorrow. Let's talk the Cure Bowl. Tulane and Louisiana Lafayette saw a big move on the over in this ball game earlier today. Not much on the side. What are you hearing around town for the Cure Bowl?
You know, Teddy, I can see why there's not much on the side. I didn't touch this game. I got a couple of questions, really, that I don't have very good answers to. You have two coaches that are both first-time head coaches in a bowl, so there's not really an advantage there. You have the Tulane quarterback situation, and I haven't heard whether it's going to be Banks or McMillan under center.
It's McMillan.
Yeah.
Okay, well, and that's what I'm getting ready to say. I think it should be. He led them to a 4-1 finish that got them to be bowl eligible. It should be. I think, with both teams with their strong rushing attack, Tulane, who obviously runs the option, but I think you have to take the better defense here if you're going to force me to play, and I think that's in Tulane. I think that ULL is not going to be prepared for this option, but, Tulane, new offensive coordinator. They fired offensive coordinator Doug Rouse and promoted a guy who used to be an offensive coordinator at Louisiana Lafayette, coincidentally enough.
That should be the New Orleans Bowl. It really should. I mean, they should.
Well, people would show
traded.
up for it if it was the New Orleans Bowl in Orlando.
I know. They should have just gone to the Middle Tennessee State and App State people and said, "Hey, how about we just trade here?
Flip.
You play in Orlando. We'll play in New Orleans. We'll pack the place, and you'll get the same amount of people in Orlando as you would have gotten in New Orleans." And speaking of that game, that is to me the most fascinating betting game of the week because on paper, App State's they're just better than Middle Tennessee. App State's really good, but boy, a lot of off the field stuff on the App State side with the coaching, and they named their new head coach. They got the offensive coordinator from NC State, who, by the way, will now not be coordinating the offense for NC State in their bowl game. And those, look, I mean, it's not an automatic, but if you look, and 1 year is a small sample, but last year, of all those teams that switched coaches, that had coaching changes, only one of them came through last year. The rest of them all got beat. So I can see why there's Middle Tennessee support here.
I looked at this one, and it looks so easy not to bet that team that took Penn State to overtime to start the season. They have one of the best defenses in the country, allowing just 15.7 points per game. But I look at the scheduling, and that's where I think Middle Tennessee has the edge. And me, I don't ever tout the SEC, but they did play three SEC teams in Vandy, Georgia, and Kentucky. They also have a 3-year starting quarterback playing in his final game. If you want to give me a touchdown here, I think I have to take it with Middle Tennessee.
I think Stockstill was like an 8-year starting
he's been there forever.
Yeah, coach's son. And, of course, they did lose the conference championship game on their home field.
It was a terrible loss.
Now,
but they've had 2 weeks.
Right, with a chance for redemption, but a relatively short turnaround time.
Yeah, it's a tough handicap, and a lot of divided opinion on that game. Has there been any indication as to a sharp side?
I did not get in. The only sharp side that John gave me so far was the Georgia Southern, and then obviously looking forward to next week. They play Georgia Tech, given the Minnesota situation, and then I believe they played Louisiana Tech as well.
Yes, I am, and I can see why, because Louisiana Tech, if they show up, they will beat Hawaii. That's a big if, because you never know. I mean, those
trips to Hawaii.
Oh, yeah. They can be distracting, but Louisiana Tech, I mean, Hawaii's, there are, 80 teams playing bowls? And Hawaii is clearly the worst team playing in a bowl game on my ratings. But they're playing at home, and that does change things.
It helps.
Yeah, I mean, that always helps to have the home field advantage there in a place you played on several occasions, unless, of course, you're USF.
I do think they would see Hawaii. Well, Tulane and UL Lafayette were both in that range as far as power ratings go. Neither one of them is any good.
Yeah, I didn't have Hawaii way below.
Not way below, but I had them. They were last on my power ratings among teams that got bowl bids. But it was really close between them and those two teams playing in Orlando in the what is that, the Cure Bowl?
Yes.
Yes.
Camping World Stadium in Orlando.
I got to tell you, I know there's a little rivalry factor there, but that's an ugly-looking football game.
Sure. Well, and both, for what it's worth, I was doing some work on this game last night. Both coaches were complaining about final exams and players not being focused.
Shame on them for taking their exams.
I was
What's
going
wrong
to say
with them?
shame on them for focusing on school.